focused up on what I'm doing right now.
Did you see that too?
See, so I think that I got RNG'd on. I think I got RNG'd on that. Oh yeah, so there's this. We'll do this later. That's fine. I'm pretty sure I got RNG'd on that. There's not really much I can do there, but I'm pretty sure I got RNG'd. I was doing that last night a little bit.
Better get moving before they see
took
me.
a break, came back and stuff. So the problem with that
What's
is
going
I
on?
just need to
The
stand
city
still.
walls are all over the place.
Oh, hold on. What am I doing? I'm being stupid. I'm trying to get to any percent.
Better get moving before they see me.
So basically,
What's going on? The city walls are all over the place.
so that right there, I'm pretty
they're
sure
looking
is like
for some guy
partially
the
RNG
sheriff
because
once
I do
brought
feel like
in.
their pathing
Goodness
is a
me.
little funky.
Is this man
I don't know if
dangerous?
it's actually consistently
say they
funky
want him
or if
dead
it's
or
not,
alive.
because obviously if it
But
is,
looks
then that
to
was
me
my
like they
fault.
prefer dead.
But I got to the
How
end.
do you know
I got to
that?
the fucking
I
end.
was at the pub.
It's not hard
Saw a
to get to
couple
the
of
end with
glucose
this one. This is
cameras
probably the
fly
easiest
there.
one actually.
He managed to get away though.
Running
Never seen anyone
interference
move
would
that
actually be not bad for difficulty if you don't use the resource pack. The resource pack is kind of interesting. I never knew that without the resource pack, when guards fidget, they just look forward, but with the resource pack, the guards fidget and they look at you. So my running interference run that took me like fucking 10 million years to get, because I was like getting fucked on that one part, literally I can do it probably like I'm doing ambush right now because of it. So I want to try to go and get running interference done again, because obviously I don't want to use the resource pack anymore. I'd have to do framed at some point. But I also want to get I think I want a faster time. To be honest, is another thing I'm looking forward to as well.
Don't you want a
So-
woman to keep you warm?
So we'll do this,
What for?
and then once we do this, I gotta leave in about.
Plenty warm enough.
This is probably the last attempt that I have, I think.
Tonight.
Yeah, I think this is the last attempt I have.
A sewer never looked so appealing.
And my routing is a bit different. I looked at Clattermus's eavesdropping last night. I want to look at it more because I was just tired as hell. But yeah, no, I think the routing is pretty good overall and stuff. But everything. I think with eavesdropping, so if you grab the guard's key, you can actually so he says if you picklock the door to the servant in that servant area on eavesdropping, that basically gets alerted. I'm like, okay, that's fair. But if you grab the guard's key, because I looked at the guard's key, I looked at all the keys, but you grab the guard's key and you open up the door, the thing it doesn't say a word. So you can technically get a perfect supreme ghost of that. You just have to put the key back. I think the reason why he didn't is because he probably used the guard's key and he probably couldn't be asked to do the fucking mission again, because obviously you don't want to listen through a fucking 5-minute conversation probably, which is understandable. So we'll just stay here for the cycles. Yeah. So hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. I'm not really talking crazy loud, but so I'm gonna wait one more cycle. Did you hear that? Actually, I can hear that other guy right now, actually. But I'll do this. If I get this done fairly quick, I'll do running int. If I do that, I'll route out eavesdropping. Shipping is going to be way too hard for the moment. I don't mind doing it, but I'd rather just do eavesdropping because I feel like eavesdropping is better. I do think that eavesdropping is going to be hard in a few parts, but I need to figure out how to get the tiara. Because I'm not sure how to do that. I'll figure it out. Okay, he didn't say anything. But you can see how, like, most of this is actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Like I said, the only, like, technically, I think the only 2 RNG parts are, like, the guard at the very end, that one that turns back and forth. And then the other RNG part is basically, basically opening up Garrett's front door here. And not knowing where the guard is. But you can kind of, like, you have some time to lean against the door to see when you can open it, so I'm not going to say it's completely random. It's just more of, like, you don't know where the guard is. Everything else, like, I mean, that was the first try. I got to the end. Literally got to the end. First try. I got fucked on a guard because his pathing was like that female archer right there. It was, like, kind of dog shit. Because I think when they follow the other, because I think it's like there's like that guy has a set path, and then she just follows him. I'm pretty sure, but because I'm not even sure what guards saw me, to be honest. Like look at that fucking pathing. It's one reason why like I feel like I always have to be careful. This is the last attempt that I have, because I have no more time to do another one until I get back. So what I'll end up doing
Home sweet home.
is looking at eavesdropping a little bit, I guess.
Remember, men, his name is Garrett.
That's probably about it.
Armed and dangerous. The sheriff wants him brought in, dead or alive.
Sheriff one with a common thief. Wanting all the extra power.
Truett says this man is very dangerous and clever.
I'm surprised I didn't actually fucking clack on the box. That was kind of nice.
I don't want to hear it. You have your orders.
Looks like I'm gonna need a
And I'm
new
definitely
address.
getting better at this part right
But I'm
here.
gonna have to get to my stash
But
first.
I think it's just because I'm just knowing what to do. Like, there's certain parts that you can't really get better with, to be honest, because, like, it's just the AI just kind of being the AI. But I think there's other parts, like, you can get better with for sure. Like, for sure, 100%.
Cut you throat as soon as they look at you. Behind bars on them. That's the best thing for them.
So, I'll wait for her to kind of, like, I think we can probably just, you know what, I don't care if I lose another run at this point. It doesn't matter to me. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for him. So he's pretty close to the door there when I leaned against it. So what do I do? Well, if I wait like 3 seconds, he'll be in the other room, right? So if I know the idea of where he is and what direction he's going, all I have to do is just do that and it'll be fine. So that's why it's like kind of like, it's not 100%, but it's like as long as you kind of take the necessary precautions, you should be fine. So that's something else too. I think with these type of like runs, like with speed runs, you have to kind of know a good amount of stuff in general, and with this you have to know a good amount of stuff in general.
Good.
But
Now time to reload.
it's like almost different stuff. There's overlap obviously, but like you learn the AI in a different way, I guess.
Put in the hours if you want promotions. You don't have to go bars until you got the black feet.
So this should be right here, because once he turns that way, yep, then I can go in. So this cycle's actually pretty easy, and I can close the door and not get it cut up on the fucking torch to spike my anxiety.
I don't know why we have to have all these codes for things. Why we have to say code 8 really means some guy punching some other guy. And Truett bites your head off.
I got lucky as hell. That seems to be random, by the way. I don't know why. Half the time I don't do that, half the time I do it. I kind of got pissed off last night because of that. I'm like, why the fuck is this happening?
The real villains.
Doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna go slow here because it doesn't really matter. I have to wait for the other guys to come anyways, so. Oh no, I don't. They're like right there. What the fuck? The fuck is this? I don't have to wait like a million years for these fucking guards to do what they're doing. Watch her though. Watch what she does. You see how she's like just going back and forth like all fucking wonky? The guard at the end basically caught me because he did that, and that's just why I kind of get nervous around guards like that, because I'm like, I have to like be fucking cautious around every guard, because these guards do the follow shit, and I think the follow shit is like what really kind of like fucks with it. So I have to just be careful. Wait for him to turn around. I'm pretty sure I'm like in a safe enough spot where I can just probably just do this and be fine. Okay, I'll probably just do this. It's not like I'm in complete light or anything either. If I was in complete light, I'd probably still be somewhat safe, to be honest. Okay, so I need to eat food too as well. So basically what's going to end up happening is I'll be back probably about an hour-ish after I leave. And I'll keep doing this. And then I kind of want to do running ints again to get a better time. Kind of. And also kind of like, because I do feel like that run was a little bit weird at the end where I'm just like not knowing what the fuck to do.
You hear about the raid of the
Kind of
Overlord
looks
Fancy?
kind of sloppy to be honest.
Sure, he led the bust himself.
Donald would be pretty pissed.
You can say that.
Truard keeps up this pace, we'll all be out of a job.
I feel like
Won't
I'm
be
like
anyone left to
being
arrest.
overly cautious in certain areas for some
well, I
reason.
guess we'll just have to arrest the sheriff at that point.
Shit.
Yeah, the Baron will be surprised to find out that Truard is working for everyone.
Oh, I
but
hate my
him.
life.
Does anyone know who the people the sheriff is working for are? I'm surprised that no one really talks
I'm trying to
about
like,
it.
was that standing
You
up?
won't be talking about it neither if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, I just make it stand up, I guess. I don't know if it was standing up or not. I kind of feel like I don't consider this a bust at all. I just think in my head, like, I get so anal about stuff, about failing and what's considered a failure and stuff, but it's fine, dude. I don't really... It's not like it's bad. I put it back where it was. I'm pretty sure I put it standing up where it was, too. I mean, the crate was the same thing. I used the crate, right? It was an accidental pickup, too, so it's not like it was on purpose. So that's not bad. She's pissed off at Benny for not putting out. I don't like being pushed around.
Nobody pushes Benny around.
God damn it, dude. That's why Benny declined her offer. Okay, I know if I do this, I'm like 100% fine. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is once I get this done and then running in, I'm a broken record. Once I get this done and training or running, God damn it, running interference done, I'm probably gonna run out eavesdropping, try to do that, and then I might just try to do shipping and receiving, because there's nobody that's really done that, and honestly, understandably why, because that shit's like fucking kind of hard to be honest. So this should work completely, to be honest. I've noticed that doing this is like really like efficient. Where you can kind of like go a lot faster. I wouldn't say faster. It's you go, well, that was really loud. You go faster than it was before, that's what I'll say. Okay, that was risky. So once we get past this part once again, it's going to be up to RNG to see if I pass this or not. And if I do get past it, then it's on me, like before. Before, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like set in stone that I was going to be good. I would say there's part of it was kind of knowledge that I didn't know that was going to happen because it's never happened before. But I do feel like there's a play in it where the AI basically kind of just fucked me too as well. Because that pathing was just really wonky. I mean, I can try to get more behind them, and that'll help. But I can't do anything about that type of RNG, though. Like, I can't do anything about it. So I'm not really pissed off. It's just something to learn from for sure. But it's just like, how do I kind of like come about it next time then, right? For like right now, right? Since like, so now that I'm doing this again, how do I go about doing it? And that's gonna be the biggest question right now, is how that happens. How do I do that? Your elbows, huh? That's crazy. So we should be fine here. I'm like 99% sure as long as I get good RNG on whatever I'm getting, and I kind of get like normal pathing, and not even normal pathing, but the guard's not fucking off going left and right and like looking at me and shit, then it should be pretty simple to get this down. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this one
sad.
down.
Why? Don't be sad. Ew. Sad people are like
I think I gotta wait.
ugly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. I'll have to wait. Because you have to wait, like I said, those three guards have to be going around this corner right here, and this guard right here has to be basically like going right here. So chill. I did a workout 2 days ago that was tiring to the point where I basically like had a headache like yesterday and was just extremely tired. So I didn't know. Yeah, it was interesting. I feel better today though. I'm not gonna work out today. My legs are. I have a squat day tomorrow. I was supposed to be. Technically, I'm supposed to take 2 days off in between because they're both kind of heavier days, so it doesn't really matter. I was gonna try to work out today, but yeah, it's just too much. It was just too much. Did 525 for deadlift for one set of 1, 475 for set of 2, 445 for 3, and 405 for 4. And then I went to do excuse me. Dumbbell RDLs, leg curls, back extensions, bench press, shit like that. I'll be honest, the last coach I had was actually probably the best programming I've had. So as I'm basically kind of learning my own shit right now, I'm basically using his kind of like technique of like the back downs and stuff, and then adding my own accessories. And even using the same accessories, but adding in my own depending on what I feel like I need is necessary as well. But I mean, that was the best programming I've ever had. So. This next one should be fine. This is like the boring part though. Just doing this. We have to get out the the triangle lockpick. So we gotta go. This might be it. This can still be kind of a little fucky, to be honest. It depends on the windows, but I just feel like I'll just go here, because I don't really care having another failed run, but this looks... Oh, actually, hold on. Will this actually be okay? No, I can't do this. That could. It's just gonna be a little bit risky. Just hoping we're good here. That was really good RNG. Okay. I mean, it wasn't the best RNG, but it was pretty good. Okay, we need that one. So you can basically, I would say if anybody's gonna start off with Supreme Ghosting, like this would be an easy one to go with. Running Interference wouldn't be too bad either, because obviously, like if you don't use the resource pack, the AI, when they fidget and shit like that, they won't actually, you know, see you. So running Interference should be pretty easy too, to be honest.
A new pair of boots.
And I just have to be careful here. Really just making sure that I'm just like going hella fucking slow. Because you can kind of see those guards. Should be fine here though. Yeah, we'd be fine. I fucked up last time and I still got it, so this window of opportunity is fairly large, to be honest. As long as you kind of do the right cycle. Yeah, I just have to watch for the guard cycles. That's all. I'm just gonna wait. Because if I drop down, it's not 100% sure that I'm going to actually drop down on the whatchamacallit, to be honest. The part that's dark. This should be fine. I'll wait for those guys to turn, because obviously even as I drop down, the turning could probably cause issues. And that should be fine there, yeah. This is good. This is good. See? Like, I was still in the kind of the bright area, which is not good. That's why I just wait. So, yep. So this is probably going to be the longest part now. Everything kind of happened pretty smoothly, to be honest, with everything that's said and done. So we have the, like I said before, I'm just going to go over it again. Those two guards, we have to make sure they're going that way. Those two guards, at the same time those guards going that way, those two guards, those feet have to be going that way, away from me. These guards have to go to the left. And these guards have to be going this way, or kind of like, I don't care if they're like, if they just went that way, or if I had a little bit of time. There's a window of opportunity here that's larger with these guards. I have to be more cautious about those two guards. The sets of guards, I should say. Than anything else. Like right now, I possibly could go, but guess what? Nope. So, not going. Because that was too long, obviously. So I gotta wait for another window of opportunity. Or wait for a window of opportunity. So it's probably gonna be like another cycle or two. It's probably not gonna be, it might be the next cycle, possibly. Like, I have to have those guards just go that way, because I need to get that little corner area-ish over there. Because these guards are gonna be coming back, like, basically right now. I would say, like, in this 2 seconds.
Have all these codes for things. Why do we have to say code 8 and really mean some guy punching some other guy?
And I'm glad that this
Code
guard doesn't,
2,
like,
but it's right
do
off
forward and
0,
backwards with pathing. So. Okay, so we're gonna probably have to wait another full cycle, I think. The hard part is you're trying to sync up 3 pairs of guards, right? When you're doing those 2 guards over here, you just have to set up 2 pairs of guards, 2 sets of guards, which isn't as bad. It also depends on the pathing the guards, how long or short the guards are and stuff like that, like their pathing and stuff. That's gonna be another huge factor. But in the grand scheme of thing, you just wait for a cycle, I guess. That's all. You just wait for a cycle. So those guards are going that way, which is good. Those guards are here, which is not good. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for like another full cycle or 2. At least another cycle for sure. I think the next cycle might be better. Actually, hold on. This actually might work. If these guys are going that way right now, since it takes them a long time to go around, I have to, if these guys kind of go off to the left side, this might actually work if I see these guys, you can see their legs, their feet or legs. This actually might be good cycle to go off of. Yeah, this actually might be good. I'll go off of this cycle. It's fine. I'll have to wait till they go around the corner. Okay. So that's fine. I would say now this becomes a little bit easier. I think the funny part in all this, though, to be honest, was how the fucking guard at the end fucked me. That was, like, actually kind of... I did not see that coming. I knew it was a possibility, but it's just really weird how the guard was pathing. So let's look at the guard's pathing right now. So the front one is pretty consistent. The one in the back always is, like, not consistent. So I'm going to probably have to get more behind the guards right there than anything else. I'm going to have to get more behind them. Is what I'm going to have to do. I think that was probably an issue. Because it could be just some detail. It could have been RNG with the guard of like maybe the guard was actually kind of like going wonky ways, or it could have been me just not realizing a detail of something too as well. I'm not gonna go there because that was not a good idea. If these guys, this might be an okay area. Well, it really depends. If those guys just went around that corner just now, and these guys turn around like right now, I should be fine. Okay, I should be fine. Holy shit. That was actually kind of alarming, because I didn't know where the archer was going, to be honest. So, that was an easy way. That's like that's an easy cycle. I don't have to go that far. The next one I have to go kind of far, but I have to shove myself in a corner. Because sometimes, if I don't shove myself in that fucking corner, I don't get the dark, the light gem is basically lit up. This actually might be another good cycle, to be honest, possibly. We'll see. No. I want as much time as possible. Yeah, no, we're not going to do it. The next 2 cycles I'm going to be a little bit stingy with. That would have been, like, an okay cycle, but there's a possibility of me just not getting it. It would have been close. Yeah, the archer back there is just going really wonky back and forth. It's because he's following the other guy, though. So I think if I just get more behind him, I should be fine. I'm not going to really think too much of it. Because if I fail this, I'm just going to eat my food. I'll go to eavesdropping maybe for a few. Actually, no, I'll probably just eat my food. I'll probably hop off and eat my food and leave. This should be done within the next, like, 5-10-ish minutes, depending on how everything's said and done. It really depends, because like I said, at this point in time, I think actually this next cycle might do it. Because those guys will go will be coming over here to go that way, and I'm pretty sure those guys will probably just be getting around that corner. Or about so. Because these guys it's what it's looking like. It's going to be very close. I'm not going to say it's going to be exact. But I think these guys are going to be going the opposite way as me, which is good, as these guys are going to go around the corner. And I don't care if these guys go around the corner, because they actually kind of stay around the corner for a good second. Like, it's not just like they go around the corner and they just re-fucking appear somewhere. They actually go around the corner and they don't come back. So just shift in A or D is actually pretty fucking important when it comes to fucking Supreme Ghosting, to be honest. Like, extremely important. I didn't realize that until I was doing, actually, this mission and, basically this mission, actually, yeah. When I was doing the Benny's Purse shit. And it's funny, because then when I went to eavesdropping to check out, I was like, how the fuck do you get the tiara? Like, right? Like, how the fuck do you get the tiara? That didn't make any sense to me. How do you get that shit? And then I looked on how you got the tiara, Clatremus, and I was like, oh shit, that actually is pretty cool. Like, that's actually pretty fucking hard to do. So I have to practice that. And, yeah, basically, using Shift in A and Shift in D is fucking pretty crucial. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait. The good news is, this is the last cycle, because, if we have those guys, as long as you do it properly, and these guys go that way, as those guys are going that way, I can get over there, and then by the time the guys come back, I can just sneak around them without those guys having to worry about these guys. So that's kind of the goal. Like, if I go right now, right? Oh, those guys aren't there. Well, not necessarily. Because here's what can happen right now. I'm stuck behind these guards, right? And I'm in the light, so I either have to backtrack if I think I'm gonna get fucked, or go with it. And look how tight that window is. And honestly, I would have got caught. I would have 100% gotten caught. Yeah. 100%. And I think this actually is another. No. This cycle would have been good for, it seems like that cycle was actually, I don't know, maybe this might be a good cycle. Yeah, this actually was probably a good cycle, yeah. So we'll go off of this one. We just have to go really slow. I'm just gonna use A and D, basically. Come on, hurry up, hurry up.
Nobody throws me my own sword and says run. Nobody.
Okay. And we should have this, I'm hoping. I have to basically hope to heck that those guards don't see me. Okay, we got it done. GG. That was gonna happen sooner or later. Lock the door. And let's see. That was actually a lot faster than last time. Holy shit.